Hello dear students, today we are going to learn about components of environment. Environment has two broad components, natural or physical, and second one is human or anthropogenic or cultural or man-made. Okay, these two broad components of environment are again subdivided into different factors like abiotic or non-living factors, okay, and biotic or living factors. Okay, abiotic or non-living factors are location, topography, climate, size and shape of a country, coastlines, minerals, soils, etc. And biotic or living factor of natural environment are natural vegetation or plant cover, then animals, human, fish, macroorganisms, insects, etc. These are biotic or living factors of natural environment. Another factor, or you can say another component of environment, is human or anthropogenic or cultural factors. Okay, it includes socio-economic factors, okay, then political environment, science and technology, projects, buildings. Okay, so all these are man-made factors. Man-made factors are called what? Anthropogenic factors. These factors of environment interacts with each other so that it will help to support life on the earth. Now here we will see that how these factors of environment affect on development or progress of a country. In the introductory lecture, we have seen that how each and every economic activity on the earth is affected by the environment itself. Now let us see one by one. First factor of natural environment is what? Location. You know, location is a abiotic or non-living factor of the environment, of the natural environment. Okay, the term location is derived from the Latin word locus, which means place. The location of a country is one of the important factors that influence the development of human activities. Okay, there are two types of location. Absolute location. Number one is absolute location. It's a kind of exact location. And another, number two, is relative location. Okay, which means with reference to other objects. Okay, their relative location are of different types. Okay, number one is maritime location and number two is continental location. Then, so for example, let us see first maritime location. Countries located near the sea have maritime location. Okay, there are different types of maritime location. They are insular location, peninsula location. Number one is insular location, second one is peninsula location. One second. Yeah. Insular location, maritime location. Here is, you can see here types of maritime location have been given. Insular location, number one is insular location, number two is peninsular location. Peninsular location means what? three sides of a country are covered with water. For example, India. Okay. Then third one is isthmian location, littoral location, etc. Okay. Maritime location gives easy access to international trade. Countries having maritime location enjoy more pleasant climate, which keeps people more active. Now, second type of relative location is continental location. Continental location. Countries which are located far away from the sea. Okay, such countries are surrounded by land from all sides, so that uh, they are also they are also called landlocked countries. For example, Afghanistan, Mongolia, Poland, etc. Okay, these countries are surrounded by land from all sides. Okay, so they are called these countries. For example, Afghanistan, Mongolia, Poland, etc. are called landlocked countries. Okay, such a type of countries having extreme climate and it affects productive activities. So, these countries are generally backward. Okay. Now, let us see next. Location in relation to transport lines. Okay. There can be two types of location in relation to transport lines. Number one, focal location. Whenever two or more than two trade routes converge or cross, it is said to have focal location. For example, Chicago in USA, Thane, Pune, Ahmednagar in Maharashtra, etc. Focal location is the best location for the development of manufacturing industries and trade. Now, next one is what? Portal location. Okay, portal location. The location of a coastal side possessing a harbor at which ships can to load and unload goods is known as portal location. Okay, for example, Mumbai. Such portal locations are very important for the development of internal and international trade. Okay, then next one is vicinal location, etc. Okay, these are what? Different types of location. Okay, now let us see another important factor of natural environment is topography. Is what? Topography, or you can say relief. You know, mountains, plateaus and plains are different topographical or relief features. These factors means mountains, plateaus and plains, okay, factors of environment influence the development of economic activities. Now let us have first example of relief features or topographical features is mountains. Okay, now let us talk about mountains, how mountains affect economic development of a country. Due to limited level and limited uh, level of limited development of transport and communication, then limited level of land, then rapid soil erosion, then you can say mountain is having undulating topography, okay, then underdevelopment of other facilities, okay, then mountains offer limited opportunities for primary activities, okay, uh, like food gathering, animal rearing, uh, shifting agriculture, etc. Okay, so mountainous areas means very are mountainous areas are we can't say economically backward, but economic activities very less developed uh, are very less developed on the mountainous areas. Okay, but tourism, then some adventurous activities, okay, are well developed in the mountainous areas. Okay, now let us talk about plains. Let us talk about plains. Of course, 90% of the world's population is living on the plain areas. The concentration of population on the plain areas is mainly because of productive soils. Okay, plain areas having uh, uh, fertile soils, then level land, then presence of number of rivers and well developed transport facilities. Okay, and of course such a kind of facilities or such a kind of factors are highly favorable for each and every activity of man. So different kind of economic activities are well developed on the plain areas. Okay, now let us talk about plateaus. Plateaus means what? Rolling or flat land at higher elevation is known as a plateau. Okay, mining is well developed on the plateau region. So for example, Deccan Plateau of India. Okay, Deccan Plateau of India. You can have an example, Deccan Plateau of India. Of course, mining activities or mineral based industries are well developed in the Deccan Plateau of India. Okay, now let us see, let us come towards next factor is climate. Next abiotic or non-living factor of natural environment is climate. Okay, of course climate is the you can say very important factor, okay, of physical environment, which has a profound effect on economic development and other activities of man. Okay, last lecture I have told you, okay, climate means each and everything of man, each and everything on the environment is affected by the climate itself. Okay, different our food habits, clothing, shelter, okay, our skin color, texture of hair, okay, uh, are affected by the climate itself. Then different crops requires different climatic conditions. Okay, even different industries requires different climatic conditions. Say for example, cotton textile industries, jute mills, okay, looms, they requires humid kind of humid climate. Okay, for example, Mumbai, then Vadodara, Ahmednagar, Bhiwandi. Okay, in these areas, cotton textile industries, looms are well developed because those areas having humid climate. Okay, so climate is one of the important factor of natural environment which affects economic activities of man. Now let us look at next factor. Next factor is Next abiotic factor of environment is size and shape of a country. Okay, size and one second. Size and shape of a country. Uh, you know, there are large sized countries like USA, Canada, Russia, India, etc. If such a country is having proper skill to utilize their natural resources, then such a countries would become developed nations. Okay. On the other hand, there are small size countries also like UK, Japan, etc. What about Japan, etc. And of course have limitations in the availability of resources. Such countries may have to depend on other countries for their major requirements because they are small sized countries having a limited population, having limited availability of resources. Okay, we let us take one example. So for example, okay, we will see later. Now next, a biotic factor of natural environment is coastlines. Okay, then next one is, okay, let us look at coastlines. Next, a biotic factor of natural environment is coastlines. Okay. The nature of coastline is an important geographical factor that influence international trade of any country. For example, India having, peninsula location, so international trade, okay, is well developed in India because there are different ports, harbors, etc. Okay, in the south, at the both sides of India, east as well as west, okay, etc. Now let us look at minerals. We won't go in detail because it will take too much time. Okay, next one is minerals, then soils. Okay, lots of times I explain about it. Okay, soils, different types of soils are found in different regions. Then different types of different crops requires different types of soils. There are more than 10 types of soils in India. Okay, different crops, just I have told you, different crops requires different types of soils. For example, wheat, cotton, etc. requires black cotton soils. Okay, black cotton soils are highly suitable for tobacco also. Then alluvial soils are highly suitable for sugarcane, jute, rice, etc. Okay, etc. Okay, you can add many more examples regarding it. So soil, you can say soil is a natural asset which affects directly on the economic development of any country. Now let us see next. Next, second broad component of natural environment is what? Biotic or living component. Okay, or you can say biotic or living environment. Okay, biotic or living environment are of different factors like natural vegetation or green plants, or you can say forest. Okay, then second one is animal life, soils, animal life, insects, then microorganisms, macroorganisms, fish, etc., etc. Then let us talk about natural vegetation. Natural vegetation or forest provides, of course, timber, wood, fruits, etc. Okay. Commercial lumbering is an important activity in the areas of softwood coniferous regions. You might be knowing about it. You might be knowing that softwood having a large demand on the in the international markets. Okay, and softwood is very important factor uh, in paper industries, shipbuilding industries, very important factor in pulp, paper and pulp industry, etc. So softwood having a large demand in the world market. Okay. On the other hand, hardwood variety is having less demand in the market, etc. Okay. Now, second biotic or living factor of environment, natural environment, is animal life. Okay. Hunting and fishing are, of course, amongst the oldest occupations of man. Okay, from time immemorial, native animal life of plants have been hunted mainly for food, clothing, and other materials, etc. Okay. Then okay, Japan is the leading fishing nation in the world. Okay, means what? Economic structure of Japan is depends upon fishing. Okay, because Japan having a specific kind of environment which is highly important for the development of fishing, etc. Okay. Then human or anthropogenic environment. Human or anthropogenic environment means what? All man-made things actually. Okay, कि जो भी means human or one second. Here we have to study about all man-made things like socio-economic environment, political environment, technological environment, etc. And of course, this kind of environment we will having, of course, while studying this kind of environment, we will have commercial approach. Okay, let us take small example about political environment. If there is political instability in an area or a region, what would happen? That will directly or indirectly affect on the economy of that region. Okay, so man-made factors of man-made factors also affects directly or indirectly the economic development or progress of a country. Here we have finished. One second. Here we have finished components of environment, how they affect development of a country. Okay. In next video we will see. In next video, of course, we will see ecosystems. Okay, ecosystem. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Take care.